Hey, warriors. So, I want to try to clear something up about meditation because a lot of people give up on it for the wrong reasons. Okay? A lot of people think that meditation means stopping your thoughts, controlling your mind, clearing everything out, and being calm all the time. And when they can't do that, you know, they assume they're bad at it. And it really is like telling yourself to stop breathing and getting frustrated when you can't. Um, I don't know. Anyways, thinking though is not the problem. You know what I'm saying? Your brain is designed to think. Okay? So thoughts don't mean that you're failing. They don't mean thoughts don't mean you're distracted. Thoughts mean you don't mean you're doing it wrong. Okay? Thoughts are just movement. Meditation isn't about stopping movement. It's about changing your relationship to it, I guess. Do you know what I'm saying? Um, what meditation actually is simply, I mean, it's noticing, observing, allowing. That's it. People make it a big deal out of it. It's learning to sit, with what's already happening. Without needing to fix it, judge it, or follow it. You're not trying to control your mind. You're letting your mind show you how it works. You understand? I hope I'm saying this clearly. But that's awareness. A lot of people say that, they tried meditating and that it made their anxiety worse. No. Okay, that's not what happened. That's it's not because meditation failed in a, I guess. It's because stillness removes distraction. Okay? Um and when you stop running, what you've been carrying shows up. You see my point? Meditation doesn't create anxiety, it reveals it. You see the difference there? Um, and that, and at first that can feel uncomfortable, especially if your nervous system is used to, constant stimulation. Okay, so you need to understand that meditation is a nervous system practice. Okay, it's not this uh spiritual performance that everybody tries to act like it is. Do you know what I mean? Um, it's a nervous system skill, we'll say. Okay. It's, you're teaching your body that it's safe to pause. It's safe to feel. It's safe to be present. And that is going to take time. Nobody was perfect at, being able to do these things the very first time that they did it. Um, you don't train, your nervous system by force. You train it through, you know, gentleness and repetition. Okay. You don't have to sit still or be, silent. Um, and that's another myth about it. You have to sit perfectly still and silent. No. You can meditate while you're walking. You can meditate while you're breathing, bathing, lying down, noticing sounds while feeling your body. You know, meditation is attention. Okay? It's not posture like people think. You know what I mean? The goal is not silence. The goal isn't to stop thinking. The goal is to notice. You know, when you get pulled into a thought and coming back and gently returning to the present, I guess is what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? That return over and over again is the practice. Okay? That's it. I mean, every time you notice and come back, you're strengthening awareness. At first, meditation feels busy because you're finally paying attention. You see what I'm saying? Over time, something shifts. Thoughts don't disappear, they just kind of lose their grip. You 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 stop reacting to everyone. Do you see what I'm saying? You stop identifying with all of them, I guess. And that's where clarity, comes from. Not silence, but space. If you failed, a meditation before, you didn't fail. Plain and simple. You just expected the wrong outcome. I hope I'm really trying to make this simple, and I hope I'm doing that. Meditation isn't about someone else, or it's about becoming familiar with yourself. So it's kind of hard for somebody else to kind of teach somebody else meditation, because it's kind of something that you get, you learn by being with yourself. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of, I don't know, maybe being a little bit of a hypocrite here by trying to fix what other people say. But I mean, I am just trying to get the, point across that it's kind of a personal thing. Do you know what I mean? And there's no real wrong way to do it. It's just, don't tell yourself that you can't do it. You know what I mean? Or don't think that because, like I said before, if your anxiety is getting worse, it's because you're just finally paying attention to a lot at once. Do you know what I mean? Give it time. I don't know. It's not something to rush, I guess, and if your mind wanders, you're human. If you feel restless, you're alive. Hello. I mean, if meditation feels hard, you're probably doing it right. Start small, stay curious, and be kind to your nervous system. I mean, you don't have to stop thinking. You don't have to stop. You don't have to stop thinking. You need to stop fighting yourself, is which is okay. And now I'm shutting up. Love you.